Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 125 of the regular season, where the Astros lose 7-6 to the Seattle Mariners and get swept over the weekend. And all of a sudden, a weekend where you enter with like a 3-game lead in the wild card race for that second wild card spot, you go on a 3-game losing streak that happens to perfectly coincide with multi-game winning streaks for the Mariners, Red Sox, and Blue Jays, and all of a sudden, that nice, good lead has shrunken to a game. You're still in possession of the second wild card, but you are a game up over the Blue Jays. And yeah, the Red Sox are a few games behind them, but the Red Sox are surging. They have the vibes in order. The Astros don't. They just don't. I understand that more injuries piled up recently. Abreu goes down. Maton goes down. I understand that stuff. And then you have injuries of players that still haven't come back or are dealing with things. Jordan, a comment pointed out last night, returns and has not looked as powerful. The oblique thing looks a little sketch. I don't know what to tell you. This was one of the most demoralizing series of the season. And that's saying something, because there's been some bad series this year. Right? In the first 2 games, the offense is nothing. You do virtually nothing. You score 3 runs over the first 2 games. Game 1 was one of the worst offensive performances. Game 2, pretty similar. And then today, the offense, in the first time it shows any sign of life, comes too little too late. Altuve, Jordan, Bregman, Pena, McCormick, all of them, multi-hits. 6 runs for the offense today, 12 hits. That's a good performance. 6 runs is above average. That is a very winnable game for the offense. It comes behind a game where Hunter Brown, possibly his worst start of the season, doesn't get through 3 innings. 6 runs given up, all of them earned. 2 2/3 gets just absolutely destroyed. And the bullpen comes in, and Mushinski wasn't good, but the bullpen was the only reason the Astros hung around in this game. Stenny goes an inning and a third shutout. Mushinski comes in a 1-run game, which is wild that they put him back out there after giving up a couple of runs yesterday. I don't understand that move, but c'est la vie. It's not on him. It's not on him. Point blank. It just simply isn't. He comes in for a third, gives up 3 hits, gives up a run. Then Graveman comes in. Again, bullpen's the only reason you were even close in this game. Graveman comes in, inning and 2/3 shutout, picks up a pair of strikeouts. Montero comes in, does give up a pair of base hits, but 3 strikeouts in his inning of work. Please start to look better, Montero. That's a good sign. He's been pretty okay recently. That's a positive. Brian Abreu comes in. Nice rebound inning. Picks up a pair of strikeouts. Shutout inning of work. Presley comes in the 9th. Picks up a strikeout. Shutout inning of work. Bullpen was great. They kept you in it. It's just one of those games where it's just close, but not close enough. I don't know what to tell you, really. It's an incredibly demoralizing game in what has been to this point a very up and down, emotionally taxing season for the Astros. And close but not close enough, good but not good enough, just kind of feels like it could be the tramp stamp for this season for the team. You now have a 1-game lead of being in the playoffs or out of the playoffs. I don't know what happens. I have gone from feeling like they were so down and out of the playoffs it wasn't even funny, to then feeling great right after the All-Star break and deadline, to now being back into a pit where they just look so painfully mediocre. I don't know what happens the rest of the way through. I will say, the positive of the deadline, even if worst case scenario comes about and the Astros do end up not making the playoffs, the trades they made at the deadline were not 1-year rentals. These are multi-year contracts on Verlander and Graveman, which is a positive that you have them under control for next year and possibly the year after in the case of Verlander. So that's cool. But good Lord, What a bad weekend to tear down a team that was finally starting to feel like they had corrected the ship, to completely have the wheels fly off. And now, as if on perfect cue, the Astros tomorrow night welcome in the Red Sox, who have the best record in the American League over the past 10 games, and come in just a few games behind the Astros in the wild card race, desperately looking to make up that ground and claw their way back into the postseason. First game is tomorrow night at 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. The Astros send the noted coffee enthusiast Christian Javier to the mound, and the Red Sox send James Paxton to the mound. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.